When you see an oversized load, slow your pace.
Whoa.
Give them space. Oversized loads are different from other vehicles. They are bigger, heavier, and take longer to stop.
Your mom's an oversized load.
Now feel the wind blow outside my door. Meantime, I'm leaving my woman at home. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Oh, my baby's gone with the wind. And I don't know, oh, where I'm going. I just want to be left alone. Well, when this train ends, I'll try again. I'm leaving my woman at home. Lord, Tuesday's gone
Hello. Hello. Still alive. Ooh, I almost didn't stream today because I am so tired. But you know what? I rallied. I got some coffee in me. We're good to go. How's everybody doing? I missed you guys. Boy, when was the last time I streamed? Probably check that right now. Look. Last time I streamed, damn, 2 months ago. Holy shit! Yeah, lots was happening. Lots has been happening. Crazy. Prolonged eye. You don't like the icon? You don't like the meeting of the eyes? You don't like that? It's gay if you look away. It really is. Please watch all cast messages. You may be banned. Simple B mom, she ain't no saint. Everything she will do for a nickel is amazing. Pleasant View, you fucking watch your mouth. At least a dime. Thank you. Roll Crops manager, I appreciate that. How are things on the RCS, the row crop side, between the manager and Daniel? I need to replace the commodity shed. Vermont, you don't tell me what to do, you son of a... You shut your freaking pie hole. Why don't you like it? Too big? That's what she said. Hey, what's up, Austin? A dime if she does the same trick twice. Stop talking about my mom like that, you pricks. What's wrong with this? Oh, fuck. Forgot when you're like in flying mode, you can like clip through shit. I don't think anything's wrong with this. You're a liar. This is a good commodity barn. This is a good one. Yeah, 2 months since I last streamed. Where have I been? Where's MRG? Is he dead? Is he alive? Is he just slinging mad dong? Just kidding, I'm engaged. Please don't kill me. I think the last time was the final push to get this map out into testing. I think I ended like 1 to 2 weeks. I stopped streaming before this was released to my patrons. And then I left for Hawaii almost immediately. And then, hold on, let me pull this up. Gotta fix my windows here because I got you guys chatting in one box and I got my OBS in the other. Sure that everything's just the way I like it. Yeah, so went to Hawaii. It was a free trip because my fiance is a veterinarian and not completely free, but mostly free. Was going to a conference and then I just decided to tag along. And we got back and then I worked on something for like 2 weeks. I worked on Lincoln Creek for like a week and a half. And then I worked on Farmersburg for a week. And then I realized that the Paoli due date was coming up and I was like, ah, shit. And so I worked 2 straight weeks on Paoli, and then I released it. And then I released the public beta, and then I had to release version 1 the following week, and then I had to release version 1.1 like the following week. So it's been a lot. There's been a lot going on. And then I had my bachelor party this last weekend. So I'm a busy boy. Unfortunately, I can't always stream if I'm focusing on releasing a public map, which I'm so glad that everyone was completely normal when I released that map, and my itch.io comments were completely nice. Y'all are so good to me. Oh, what the That's a bit high pitched for this, don't you think? No, everyone was super nice for the most part. Lots of good feedback for Paoli that I've worked on. There will be another version. There will be a 1.2. And then I think a 1.3 is just going to be kind of just added fluff that I've been kind of wanting to add. That I'll probably add to Automokes as well. And then we hopefully should be good. Almost every issue's been resolved. There's a couple mod conflicts that people have brought up that I have no idea what's going on, so we'll figure that out. And then, but yeah, there are a couple comments on the itch that were just so. I honestly, like, one day I read like 2 or 3 comments and I was like, I'm quitting. I was like, I'm not gonna release any more public maps, but usually I had to remind myself that these are like 2 or 3 individuals after like out of 100, you know. So I sat there for a second. And I was like, nah, just chill and go take a nap. I took my nappy nap, and then now we're all good. Rollcrop is driving me crazy. Might need a grippy sock vacation. What in the fuck? A grippy sock vacation in the is that like the ones you get in the hospital? What brand of combine harvester are you using on this map? Marge? The hell you calling me Marge for? What the hell's wrong with you? Jerk? Call me Marge? Fucked up. Not using anything. I was just kind of like, I want to do some casual mowing, and that's what we're doing. Nothing special. And I know I will get to the mowing part here in a second. I just like to talk a little bit to you guys. It looks awful. Yeah, well, so does your face, so. Change the freestyle roof color? You don't like it? Why don't you like the freestyle? Why don't you like the roof color? Oh, the freestyle roof color. Oh. You think it needs to be white? I can actually understand, like, wanting to change that. That's not a terrible thing. Terrible suggestion. You're doing great. Thanks, Pleasant View. I appreciate it. Salute your vets. Thanks. Mercer County 4X win. I think I do want to do the 4X version of Mercer County. Unfortunately, there's just, I love this. There's just so many buildings that it kind of breaks my brain. It's like I don't know, it's like facing like a mountain that you've never climbed before and don't want to climb and have no interest in doing so. And working on Farmersburg right now, I haven't even gotten to any of the farms. I've been working on the town almost entirely. So I have to work on the town soon, or the farm soon, which would be pretty sick. And that's one farm. Screw the haters. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, I already said that to myself, so you guys don't have to say that. I appreciate it. Every map release bricks my brain a little bit. And I need to just take a break for a while. People are... This community is incredibly awesome and nice. Let's see. Do I need to switch sides, or I'm just going to mow like this? I'll mow like this because I'm lazy. I'm not shooting for realism this time. What was I saying? The community is incredibly nice, amazing, gracious, kind, patient, all the good stuff, But man, you get some individuals are assholes, man. Like, just like, they'll be like 40-year-old assholes. You know the 40-year-old version? They should make a movie called 40-Year-Old Asshole. That'd be a good one. I'd watch that. That's what it feels like. It does not feel good because I truly like was putting so much time into Paoli, like redoing stuff, updating buildings that were I felt like were not very good, and fixing issues that were reported on the itch. There were some people who were like, I love the people who report issues and they're like super like positive. They're like, dude, I love the map first of all, but like, dude, you gotta fix this issue. And I'm like, I got you, homie, I got you. But the people who are like, you're a fucking failure. You're the worst mapper I've ever met. This mapper's way better than you, and you'll never succeed. Those people, chef's kiss, love those guys. Those are the real fans. Who needs enemies when you got enemies like these, right? But no, I love Pale Light. I'm gonna continue playing on it. I just need to switch over to Autumn Oaks for a little change. I want us to do the White Farm on Paola. Kind of switch from the base farm. Oh Jesus Christ! I really picked the wrong direction to mow. Really want to do the. What was I talking? The White Farm on Paola and kind of switch over from the starting farm. And it's funny because now I want to do John Deere on the White Farm, but the White Farm uses case. And the previous game that we were doing on the starting farm, we were doing all case. I'm kind of switching it up. In real life, they have John Deere. The White Farm has case. So do a little bit of opposite day. I'm sure the people who actually know these farms in real life, and there are a lot because this is a very like highly trafficked area in Wisconsin. For going down to New Glarus from Madison, I believe. They all know. They all had to comment. They're like, "This farm runs John Deere. This farm's all John Deere. Why are you using case?" So, I'm sure I'll piss them off. Oh yeah, I see a congrats to Row Crop in the chat. Row Crop, our big beautiful boy, released a mod on the Mod Hub. Big. Can we get a hearts in the chat for Row? Oh shit. Hold on, sorry. I ruined that. We get hearts in the chat for Row Crop for releasing on the Mod Hub his first mod accepted by the Mod Hub. That's a big achievement. That's a big boy move right there. That's sick. This guy's legitness. Proud of you, honey. Proud of you, babe. Look at you. Look at how far you've come. You're a professional, man. Hell yeah. Hearts in the chat right now or I'll fucking start banning people. Sorry. A little cranky. What the? Why is this sliding? Hello? This is a Mod Hub mod. Hello? Why are you sliding down the hill, homie? Getting stuck on something? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, sorry, I'm not getting the many comments here. I've been just talking. So let me catch up here. And if I miss your comment again, obviously. Facts always the unks getting mad. It do be the unks getting mad. That is hashtag facts. I swear to God, if one of you comments on my mowing pattern, I will kill you. Pretty sure Roy has all the placeables built for Mercer. No way. Does he really? That's pretty sick. That's actually so cool. I think I'm going to do Mercer County now, actually. I changed my mind. Tell them to show you how, yeah. That's the funny thing is, there are plenty of mappers that I'm like, oh, that person's better than me for sure. Like that, I'm going to take those ideas and implement them into my maps. Like, I have plenty of people that I look up to where I'm like No Creek Farms, I'm always looking at his stuff and be like, that's sick. Like, I want to add that to my map, or I like that idea. I'm going to save that for the future. Oxygen David, always look at his map and be like, damn, like, every time he releases a map, I spend like a week looking at it, just looking at every little detail, and you find something new every time. You know, I know which mappers like I look up to. The people who are always like being dicks, those people can't map worth their dick. Like they can't. They don't know the first step. So I'm not too shook about it. And plus it's a great community, so you know, whatever. It just happens. Sometimes you need to take a break, relax. And I've been working on Farmersburg, and that shit's gonna be cool. I was gonna show it maybe this stream. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna save it a little bit. Like I think I'm gonna save it. You know, let it marinate. You know, before showing it off. Okay. Enjoying the white farm too. Yeah, I love the white farm. I love the white farm. That is one of my favorite farms that I've ever made. I think most of the farms on Payola are my favorite farms, just like that I've made. Um, very typical dairy farms, small dairy farms, small to medium, I guess. Love New Glarus. Hell yeah, that needs to be a 4x. If we're being real, and it will be. I got my camera in front of me this time. I'm used to looking at the camera over here, and my chat is over there. Everything's all screwed up. Love you. Say it back. Say it back. Only thing about it does not with DLC ATV. My map doesn't work with the DLC ATVs, or Rowcroft's little fork thing. I'm sure he tested it with base game vehicle. Oh my god, this little. He tested it with all base game vehicles. What's wrong with it in terms of the DLC ATVs? Dude, what in the world? This is a mod hub mower. Why does it not turn properly? Why is it? My brother. What is going on? My brother in Christ. Is that just what we're gonna deal with? You know, BSL Modding on his Patreon had a vote for like what we need next. You know, for mods, what they're gonna work on next. And I kept voting for mixers because I want a Pat's mixer real bad. Then today I went hunting down for some mowers, like a John Deere Moco or something like that, and now this one was the one that I landed on. And man, actually, I think I actually would rather have a new mower. You look up to D's nuts. Legacy, I will kill you. I will kill you. I swear to God. I will murder you. In the game, in the video game, of course. That's Giants' fault. It's true though. I can't tell you how many times, like on my Patreon Discord, people will be testing a map and be like, "Hey, this is wrong," and I've spent hours trying to fix the issue and can't figure it out. And somebody's like, "Actually, it's actually Giants. Giants is a broke ass game." Which most of the time it is my fault, but when it is Giants, I'm like, God damn it, like, wasted so much of my time. I've gotten to the point where I can fix, like, I would say 90% to 95% of the issues that I run into on my maps. Sometimes there's that rare one that's just like, I can't. Giants has to update the game. I'm loving Autumn Oaks. I don't like the building across the road, the little green and tan one. It's kind of outdated and it looks ugly. But the farm, this farm and the other farms, I'm really enjoying. This farm especially, I can't wait to start a new save on it, or continue with this save. I always seem to have problems with MRG stream looping. My stream's looping. Hand gravel texture to maps. Yeah, I could. I guess so. What I want to do is create my own Iowa gravel texture and release it publicly. I've got some pictures, some reference images that I've taken on my uncle's farm, and I'd like to make it into a texture at some point to use on Farmersburg. Oh, ATV DLCs. We believe you. We believe you. I believe you. It's the DLC, not you. Had issues with cutting hay on FS25. Mowers weird. Oh, mowing weird. The window's glitching. Really sucks, huh? I don't think I've really had an issue. Unless like the windrows are too tall. Something like that. I don't know. Identify as a threat. I identify as a threat. Also, my pronouns are try/me. Cringe. With silage bag lot across the road from the farm. That's not a bad idea. That's actually not. Ooh, that's giving me. That's making me think of Postville, which is a map I cannot wait to do. Farmersburg first, obviously. Got other maps. Klossner. Klossner will be easy, I think, compared to Farmersburg. The amount of work I'm sinking into Farmersburg is insane right now. Same with Darlington. Both those maps much easier than Farmersburg. But I love Farmersburg. But Postville, man, the silage. Sorry, going back to the silage. I'm meandering here. The silage bags across the road reminds me of that farm on outside of Postville, just north of Postville. They always had silage bags across the road, like almost all their silage storage is across the road. And they got a giant freestall sitting at the apex of these two highways, Frankville Road and I forgot what the other highway is. Northeast Iowa friends will have to remind me. Oh shit. Not doing these corners very well. It's because I'm trying to look at comments. Red is a much superior color. Ran red the entire time on Paoli. What do you want me to do? I haven't run John Deere in a long time. Giants graphic bug has to be the worst thing that bugged me the most. Yeah, there was somebody had to come out with a mod for that in order for it to get fixed. Otherwise, the only way I had to fix it was using the log. Or sorry, not the log. The command. Fix it. What's up, Zach? How you doing, Zach? Postville, what state? Postville, Iowa. Which is just north of Farmersburg. You can there's a little bit of the theme there. Farmersburg, I would love to do St. Ol. I mean, obviously the Elkader map someday would be nice. I think that'll be. If American farming ever comes to PC, I will build my and we have mods. I will. I'm going to build Elkader, 100%, easy peasy. Which, by the way, I saw that Giants released FS26 today, and I was watching some videos, watching a little DJ Go Ham and Clutch, and a couple others play on it. Love those guys. Shout out to those guys. I'm not at all impressed. I'm literally not impressed by. And my fans aren't impressed by you, Giants. I thought. Man, I'm gonna come off as super arrogant if I say that. Never mind. I don't think their U.S. map is very good. That's all I have to say about that. And I'm just saying there are other mobile farming games out there, or will be out there, that have vastly superior American-looking maps for their U.S. maps. I'm not saying who it is, and I'm not being arrogant by saying that because I'm being, so vague about it, so I can kind of get away with it. But it would be the map that I'm building for American farming. That it would be that, yeah. No, I don't think. I just didn't. Yeah, compared to I think the problem is they bring out this mobile game and everyone's comparing it to Farm Sim. And how does it look compared to the PC version? Which is understandable. But even that, I still think American farming looks better. As a mobile game, it looks 10 times better. And I've seen behind the scenes at the improvements to AF2, and I can't talk about it. But I can't say it is way, 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 way better than the farm sim mobile. That's what I can say. What command? Somebody post the command for fixing the visual bug in the chat. I don't have it on me. It's it's like the allocation, buffer allocation or whatever command. But there's a mod for it that just does it automatically. You just enable the mod. $4.99. What the fuck? Emergy streaming. I'm going to need you to sing for me. Let's check. Yes, you. Oh my god. My man. Jaws. Jaws. Is that case? Is that Swaggers? K-Swaggers? Also known as KS Wagers, but I call it K-Swaggers. Cause that looks like the profile pic. And I know I added you to the Patreon Discord. Cause you were like, dude. It was like, dude, can you bring Farmersburg from FS19 back? I was like, dude, I'm working on the 4X version for FS25. That's an old homie. That's an old guard homie. Used to talk in VC. Is it K-Swags? Yeah, because it says Jaws 1628. My man. Legacy, you know K-Swags. Hell yeah. Damn, Legacy, those were the days. Thank you for the $5, K-Swags. You're my homie. Check, yes, Juliet. What's the words? Check, yes, Juliet. Are you with me? Lace up your shoes, way-oh, way-oh. Run, baby, run. Don't ever look back. They'll tear us apart if you give them the chance. Don't let your heart, don't say we're not meant to be. Run, baby, run. What a great song. Hey, boo, dude, long time no stream for real. My homie. OG homie. He's one of, you know what? He's one of the people that never left when I started singing karaoke. We get up to over 200 viewers sometimes 250. We were on, if it was good, on average about 180. And then we'd start doing karaoke towards the end of the stream, and about 100 people would leave. So, whether that was due to my singing, I don't know. I can't tell. It's certainly a strong correlation. That how what? Go add more ATV tires to pickups? What? Oh yeah, set texture streaming behavior min. Type that in. Is this because the deck is just scraping against the ground when I'm doing that? I wonder if that's what's going on. Lace up your shoes. Best singer in Farm Sim. Damn, what a compliment. Only singer in Farm Sim. The good old days of streaming and then shutting down the stream. And that was during COVID too. So like no one had anything to do. And streaming was popping off. And then we'd go raid Clutch's stream and call him Clutchy Poo. We'd be Clutch's warm-up, basically. The good old days. Video games, man, Farm Sim was so much fun during COVID too. Nobody had anything to do, so everyone was just hanging out. A lot of modding happened during that time too. Whew. I made up for with the donation wars, yeah. I think all time, K Swaggers is probably my biggest donor too. My man. So hearts in the chat for that. The prodigal son. Dude is amazing. And also helped me through a really difficult time in my life. I mean, I was going through a lot of big life changes. And I was very, very generous of him. So hearts in the chat for that. K Swaggers, you're the bomb, you're the GOAT, always will be. Never forget. I love you, but like strictly like platonically, not romantically. I have a fiance, so please don't tell her I said that. Love your farm. Thank you, Teddy. Appreciate it. I suppose I haven't really live streamed Autumn Oaks yet, have I? And I see other live streams. No one's on this dairy farm. Do people just not like dairy farming? I feel like nobody enjoys it anymore on Farm Sim, at least. Give a little tour if I need to here. My dogs are at the door wanting to come inside, so I should probably let them in. The karaoke recession hit, took a huge economic loss. That was fun. Oh my god. The prodigal son returns. Holy shiza. Mom, he's donating again. Dude, you do not need to do that. $100 donation from Swaggers. Jesus Christ. Holy hell. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You're too good. You're too good to me. You know that? You're too good. Too good to me. I appreciate that, buddy. Where am I going next? Hearts in the chat. Big ups. K Swaggers. But his name is Jaws apparently. But he's actually K Swaggers. We know who you are. Massive love. Holy shit. $100 dono. You're insane. Goddamn. I might have to actually sing Check Yes Juliet. Holy hell. Thank you. But you do not need to do that. You know what? You got me for life. You will always have a place in my Discord. You don't need to donate any more than you already have. Also, I love you, but again, just like strictly platonically. Please do not tell anyone else I said that. I'm cutting down corn here. Hey, Swaggers, look at this. You're making me nervous. My hands are sweating. Lanny. Also, I'm sure Swaggers is also very excited to play Farmersburg since he was asking for it. K-Swags used to, yeah, dude. K-Swags used to throw $300 donos, which please don't do that. Don't do that. You've done too much. You've done too much already. But yeah, he used to throw, massive donos. He's crazy. Yeah, he was the man. He is the man. What am I talking about? He always has been the man. I'm glad that you're back in our lives, though. It's been too long. It's been several years, I feel like, since you've hung out with us here in the Farm Sim community. Been a busy man. We used to hang out quite a bit. I think I did. Well, I mean, part of it was because I left Farm Sim for like a year. Not left, but like definitely just stopped for a year. Part of that's my fault. But also COVID ended, so like the dream ended. I have what's that song by Creedence Clearwater? Have you ever seen the rain? Have you ever seen? That's the feeling I got at the end of COVID in the Farm Sim community. The dream was dead. The dream of a unified Farm Sim community was dead. Did I hear that Mega is a stripper? Or okay. God, slow your roll. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. Holy shit. No. Mega's more of a corner guy. Yeah, in terms of farm sim, I'm probably more of a corner guy. But if you want me to strip, you have to pay up. Confirm. Same joint your mom strips at. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Legacy's the type of person who will just shit talk you, like me. But if anyone ever insults me, he would take a bat to them. I know that. Like, I'm the only one who can assault MRG. How dare you? What is this map? Realizing this map will not be released for a little while. I have some things that I would like to update this month. It's over on my Patreon and testing. I would like to add to add a beef farm. Continue adding details to the dairy farm. Although the dairy farm is really nice. Very, very proud of the improvements that I've made to it, but all in all, it is lots of credit to CWJ for the original Autumn Oaks. So a lot of this, it didn't have to change too much about the terrain, for instance. All right, I gotta go get my dog and bring her inside because she's being super annoying. 1 second. Okay. Meg's dancing like a stripper. No, I am not. This is not true. Hell, these accusations are completely false. Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper. Simple P does tricks for a nickel. Guys are mean. If I ever don't drop money when I'm watching, just know that I have officially spent all my crypto and am now working the corners, Meg. He's a crypto fiend. Manager moment. Is the manager in here? Rowcroft's manager. To answer that other question, when is this map releasing? I think I'm gonna keep this in testing for a little while, just because I haven't received a lot of testing feedback on it lately. I don't know if people are just busy or if there really aren't that many issues, which I'm assuming that's not the case. There are always issues to work on. So, but I'm gonna do a playthrough on it on my own. Find issues on my own. And when it's ready, it's ready. But I did just release Paola. If you want to go to my itch.io, which if you like dairy farming, that's the map that I just released version 1.1 on. It's a lot of fun, and you can go enjoy that right now for free. For free. No, it's true. Don't deny it. I will neither confirm nor deny the stripping allegations. Nor confirm or deny my stripper name, which is Miss Utter. If you guys were to come up with a stripper name for me, what would it be? That's what I want to know. That's the real conversation we should be having. Let's not talk about giants and their shortcomings. Let's talk about the community being toxic towards me and my shortcomings, which there aren't any. Let's be honest. What would your stripper name be? That's what I want to know. If you could pick a stripper name. And what would be your signature move? I feel like a really cool move would be like hanging on to the ceiling fan and spinning around, you know, and just letting it dangle. That's what I imagine I would do. I'm not saying I have done that. I'm not saying that's a wish of mine. But I think that'd be pretty funny. And you would get a lot of money for that. Stripper cash, it pays well. It pays the rent. Half stroke. YouTube would ban me for mine. Okay, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Dirty Dan, the horse hung man. Holy shit. Can you imagine calling the stripper agency for a bachelorette party, sorry. Dan, do you do both, by the way? Bachelorette party? I just outed myself. We had a male stripper for my bachelor party, sorry. Sorry to my fiance. Can you imagine calling that up, though? Be like, yeah, is Dirty Dan, the horse hung man, available for Thursday night? What a beautiful stripper name. Gorgeous. Half stroke's kind of funny too. At this point, I feel like I do have to make a strip club for Farmson. I saw one on itch.io. It was crazy. That person plays GTA too much. That modder. Because they got everything. They got Menards. They got tons of different stores. I think Family Dollar. Like Burger King and McDonald's. And then they got a strip club. I'm pretty sure I would get banned as a modder if I had one of those. I'm LGBT friendly. Liberty, guns, beer, and tits. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The only LGBT I subscribe to. Liberty, guns, beer, tits. Night night, Alec. I'm in it. Alright. I can't stream for too long today. Got to, I still have to work more tonight. And, still gotta make dinner. But I still gotta work out. I got goals. I work on more farmer's work so I can show that off to you guys at some point. But that's coming together really real nicely. Very excited for that map. I hate that sound. Yo, Jesus. There's a lot of mowing to do on this map. Goals that fade away. Excuse me? You talking about my goals? Or your own? I got shit to do today. It's been a long ass day. Y'all vote today? No, there was a lot of voting going on today. Exercise them rights. I don't care who you're voting for, just exercise them. We're not talking politics here, I'm just saying do it. What else? What's going on in MRG's life? We are getting ready for our wedding in 2 months. Oh, I'm going to be at the Farm Progress show in September. In Iowa. I'm going to try to meet up with the homies. Row Crop, Laney, Barb. Probably spend like 2 or 3 days. But I will be there. Hanging out with people. Do they have beer at the farm? I've never been to it, honestly. The Farm Progress show. Do they have beer there? And hot dogs and brats and German potato salad? 'Cause those are all the things I want if I go. And we're gonna hang out. Except it's on a weekday, which is pretty stupid. I don't know why they had it on a weekday. That's crazy. Very excited for that. Meet some of y'all. Hang out. Shoot the shit. Maybe test drive a tractor and run it into a wall. I'm thinking, you know. My stripper name would be Hefty T. Like the trash bag? Hefty, hefty, hefty. They will if you bring them in or get hammered before going. Smuggle some drinks in. I assume you won't be able to make it to Hefty's field day in Baltic, South Dakota. Sounds like it would be way too close to your wedding day. When's it at? That'd be sick. Dude, is Ag PhD gonna be there? I watch them all the time. I don't farm at all, but I like watching Ag PhD. You never know when you're gonna find that information useful. Which for me, probably never. Damn, look at that. Look at that farm. God damn. God damn. Really, all this map needs is all the details that Paoli has. And the little upgrades and fixes that Paoli has. But other than that, got a lot going for it right now. It's a very, very much more complete map. At least than Paoli was when it was released to testers. July 30th, and yes, oh that's too close. Damn, they're gonna be there. I want their autograph. I'd like to meet them. I'd like to meet the Kinsey family. Huge fan of Kinsey. And tour their facility. That'd be sick. I'd like to meet some of y'all in Iowa, obviously. Please don't shoot me. I'm not worth killing. A simple punch will do. Dude, that'd be sick. Yeah, K-Swag, I feel like you would also be good friends with Lanny, Rowcrop, and Bar. I feel like you'd get along with them real well. I gotta introduce some people. You're already saving for Farm Progress? Legacy, you're going to Farm Progress? Oh my god, this is gonna be a huge drama. This is not gonna be good for me. Legacy's the type of person who, in person, I imagine would give me a fucking noogie. Like, give me a wedgie. He's gonna bully me. I know he will. Farm Progress is gonna be a movie, though. Dude, can you imagine making a Hangover-style movie of the Farm Progress show on Pogoto? I'm just saying, I got ideas. I got big ideas. This field needs to be brought a little bit closer. I think there's a little bit too much of a weird gap here between the road and the... Also got some water sounds. Let's look a little bit better. Gotta fix the sounds on this map. There's so many strips to mow. Holy ballsack. I like these strips a lot more than Stitzers. Stitzers, they're way too close together. I did not do it right. These are much wider. I like it. It feels like you're actually mowing a strip of grass. And have enough room to do it. I don't know. I don't like the narrow strips. You get like 2 or 3 passes and then you're done. Oh. But yeah, for people who haven't seen the map, I guess I can show you a little bit. Show you around a little bit. This house, you might recognize, is from FS22. It's the starting farm house. Except I took it into Blender and I mirrored it. So I just changed the direction of everything because I wanted this to look like so this is based off of a 1/64th farm toy display, and this house looked very similar to the house that was on that, except the porch was on the other side, and I couldn't like get the porch to look, you know, I needed it reversed. I needed it on this side. So I took it into Blender and redid it. But the old garage, this thing needs to just a complete update. 'Cause it's ugly. It's fugly. This barn that I retextured for Stitzer, I think there needs to be some shadows or something fixed on the windows. Normals. Love this farm. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Good farm. Except this part. I noticed this. But I forgot to put a fence here. Protect the conveyor from the cows. So they're probably just going to step in this and ruin it. But I'd love to do a little save game on that. If you boys ever make something for Hefty, I would for sure share the thing with my boss, who would be for sure pass that on to the Hefty boys. Like American farming? Maybe American farming because it work with Hefty. I don't know. You guys want your brand in a game? Can put in a good word for you. These bins, I hate this elevator. Sucks. Needs to be fixed. Needs to look better. But other than that, I really like this farm. I think we need to add cattle to this. We put like a trough inside there, something like that. And this is gonna be beef over here, aside from those bins. I'm gonna have beef going in this little yard and little trough right next to the, right along the fence there. Just a little beef farm. And obviously the crown jewel of the map, dairy farm. This is not, some people didn't get this, which is understandable because I didn't explain it at all. But this is actually a separate storage than this. The manure does spawn in here, and you can pick it up in here. At least you should be able to. But instead of dumping it into your spreader over here, you can dump it in here. And this will just act as a storage. It's got a little trigger that will catch the manure when you dump it in there. I was thinking about doing that, or like, it was between like doing that, or having it like it just fills up with whatever you dump in there instead of having this like static manure pile. But I wanted like the triggers to fill, you know, so I probably could have added a tip to ground line in the XML and done it that way. I probably should have. I was just kind of working on it and screwing around with it. So, yeah, that is what it is. It came out really nicely, though. I need to add a bunch to the inside of this barn. So I'm going to do basically what I did to the barns on Paoli and add some more detail to this, and doors inside, lights, and all that good stuff. This one needs lights. They all need straw, and it needs to actually look like a bed pack. Same with this barn. This is the barn that this freestyle is CWJ's, but I made some significant edits to it so that and then I put it on Paoli. So this is the green and white barn on Paoli, this freestyle. Yeah. Oops, some grass sticking out there. But I did make some improvements, I think, on the Paoli one that I need to replace this with. Sure. Mainly the beds are gigantic. They are huge. Feels like. I mean, in proportion to the size of the cow, these beds look huge. I didn't do that. That's not me. I didn't make it that way. It's not my fault. Any hoozle. He's a bigger cattle barn. I am keeping it true to the original. All right, we'll mow a little bit longer here. Having a good time. But I do gotta get to, oh, that's just the field. Oopsies, 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 oopsie poopsies. There we go. My Pro Boxes already have Hefty on them, Swags. There you go. Right there. There's a little like up dog in here. What's up, dog? What is that? Buying an amp for my guitar. I think that's one of the first songs I kind of want to learn how to play. I know a couple songs on the guitar, not many, but they're not very complex songs. And I love that song by Leonard Skinner. But I don't have an amp. I do everything through my headphones. Not these headphones. Actual headphones for the guitar. Any guitar players in here? This map is in testing right now over on my Patreon. But if you do not want to test this map, I have just released Paoli over on my itch.io, completely free. And you can play on that. A little bit more polished than this one. But this one is certainly, I think, of my testing maps, the most polished that I have. Kind of different styles. This one in Paoli, I feel like a little bit more rolling hills. This is better. If you like the flatter maps, I know Pleasant View enjoys the flat. Is a partaker in the flat, if I can say that, non-sexually, of course. Then Paoli is a good map for you. I think honestly, next stream I'll probably stream on Paoli, maybe. I love that map. It makes me feel like Mercer County a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Kind of gives me that vibe. Plus, I'd never played on that small farm, the newest farm on the map that I added in version 1. That was never completed during beta testing. That farm remained kind of decorative. And then I finally... Goddamn traffic. RG, can you put traffic on your maps? Why isn't there any traffic on the map? Oh my god. If you just add traffic, you can turn it off, I swear. Get the hell out of here. Hell out of here. What was I talking about? after I was rudely interrupted. Something about paoli. Oh, that farm. The farm was never completed during testing. I didn't really have any interest in it, honestly, and the other farms were a little bit more complex. And then I finished it for version 1, and I really like how it turned out. I think that ended up being one of my favorite farms that I think every single farm on Paola is actually one of my favorite farms that I've built. Obviously, like the main farm on Ashen Corners, the main farm on New Glarus. I don't think any Cortland farms are really my favorite. I just unfortunately don't like Cortland as much. Sorry, Cortland. What other farms that I've made? A couple on Stitzer. The Northwest farm on Stitzer, that was a good one. That was a good one. What others? I don't know. Those are my favorites. Main farm on Ashen Corners is always going to be close to my heart. I forgot I played this map so much back in the day. Oh my god. What? Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. It was a FS17 map. And then this iteration of Farm Sim, I asked CWJ if I could convert the 17 version to 22. And then I overhauled it pretty significantly. I added a lot more trees. I fixed a lot of stuff that obviously needed to fix when you're converting an old map from 17 to 25. All I really needed was the fields and the terrain. Those are the two things I needed from that map. And then everything else was kind of, I just added back in by hand. A lot of this is like, I brought in the old assets, and then I kind of placed the new assets over top of them, and then rebuilt the farms. But I think I got real close to the original. Love Cortland for grain farming. Yeah, I think if I had if Cortland were a 1 meter, if I would have had the 1 meter DEM for Cortland, it would have been much better. But that's such an old DEM that so much of the elevation change is lost. If you like grain farming, you're gonna love Farmersburg. I'm telling you that. That map is grain farming, a little bit of dairy, a little bit of beef. It's got a good mix of all of it. That is like 10 times better than Cortland, honestly. And honestly, going to be way better than Stitzer, I imagine. I think I've got a good little track, good little streak here of Paoli and Autumn Oaks being pretty solid maps, I think, compared to any other venture I've taken on. So these two I'm really proud of, and I think that this next map is going to be very similar in quality. Not saying it's perfect. Not saying that. How could I forget? I like when I am the top of the hill and can see 10 miles in any direction, except when the next hill over is larger. That's kind of how Farmersburg is. Man, I can't, I really want to show you guys. I really do. A rain sound. The hell? What? Oh, I didn't want to click on that menu. It's going to freeze. Please don't freeze. Oh, jeez. Hell is going on? Oh, God. What? Huh? Why is there an 8-hour tornado happening? All right, well, I'm not gonna let a tornado ruin the stream. That mower be sliding. I know, dude. It's a mod hub mower too. I don't know why it's sliding so much. Show us. I'm not gonna show you guys. Sorry, I had to take a leak. That's why it sounds like it's raining. Jesus Christ. Just taking out corn. Got a little replant some grass over here. No, I want to show Farmersburg, but I think I just kind of want to sit on it a little bit. That's what she said. I want to kind of let it marinate, build it up, really make it look really nice, real nice. And yeah, so I'll show it eventually. Probably a couple weeks. I'll show it. You guys are gonna love it. Yeah. I would like to have the starting farm in first though before I show it off. It looks a little bare right now. I don't know how you all have the patience to build these maps and all the coding and what, but big props to the mappers and modders. Also super excited for Farmersburg. I think it comes from you're like there's so many farms that I want in farm sim that I want to be able to farm on myself, and so that's where I get the patience from. I'm like, I want to. It's like for Farmersburg, I passed by that farm hundreds of times in my life. The main farm. You can play the 1x version in 19, but the main farm I passed by hundreds of times, and I've always wanted to play on that farm as a kid. So I think that's where all my motivation really comes from. Or sometimes I just see a farm on Google Maps and I'm like, I really like that farm. That would be a fun farm. Play the game on. There's so many grass strips on this farm. Damn. There's a lot of mowing to do. Not gonna get through it all. Can't believe there was this much in the original version. It was a console version too, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. It was on the mod hub. I know FS17 Automux was on mod hub. I don't know if 17 had console or not. I don't remember. 17 a goat game. Holy shit. Don't tease me like this, everybody. Show us the beautiful map that I have so many. Oh my god. If you're gonna donate $50, that means I have to. It's not fair. You know what? Got 36 people in here. As long as you guys aren't going and blabbing your mouths off, I can show it off. But it's not decorated right now, okay? It doesn't look pretty. And I've in the middle of fixing up the town. So you can't judge. But I'll show you. Alright, well I'll show you and then we'll be done with the stream. How about that? Also, thank you for the $50. You're crazy. You're psycho. You can't. This is it actually amounts to extortion. It's exploitative. And you're making me do something I don't want to do. But I will show you. The farm, there are no farms on the map right now. It's just pretty right now. She just looks pretty. Now, the load time right now is fairly long to get into the map. This I'm working on, and I think I can get down to lower loading times. I just have to make a couple adjustments to the field dimensions. So you guys are going to sit in here for a minute. Actually, we should time it, how long it takes to load into the map. Other than that, the map performs very well. Very, very well. What's up, Bradley? Just killed your... No, I'll show you. I'll show you. Throwing money at me. He's extorting me. No, I appreciate it. And really, you don't have to donate anymore for the rest of your life. Crazy son of a bitch. I got a question about you and that row crop guy. What row crop guy? How long are you going for? Not much longer. Pretty tired. And I've been sitting and working all day, so I'd like to go for a run. Only 36 people will see. That's true. It's true. It's true. So, are you and row crop homies, like he says? No, I hate that guy. What did he say? Did he say did row crop special say we're homies? Did he say that to you? What were the words that he said? Did he say homies or homos? So that's not very ally of him. Don't judge please don't judge what I just did. Oh, so you don't tuck him in at night like he says. I don't know where you got that information at. Definitely don't do that. I've never done that. The hell, dude? What's this guy's deal? Saying all our secrets. What the fuck? The hell's your deal, kid? Calm down. Calm down, Chatter. Bradley? What the hell's your deal? My fiance's gonna find out about this. She already told me once to stay away from that man. I'll show you the early development of Farmersburg, but please let it be known that what you're about to see is definitely not... Oh, shit. Did we freeze? No. Okay. It's definitely not at all what I envision for the main farm. Or, sorry, main farm. The map. It's going to look a lot prettier than what you're about to see. I think looking at the terrain's pretty sick. I've shown you guys stuff like that in the past. Of course, it's got the Corlin background. For now, this is a 4X. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I think I have tested it with row crop. I don't think in-game performance is very bad. But I think this loading, yeah. See, it's 5:10 right now. This will probably take a minute. It's a no judge zone. How do I change the cover photo? There is a there's a YouTube video on it. I forgot who it was. I posted about it on my Facebook a while back when I first made that cover photo. That's my family's farm. That I put in there. I did adjust it a bunch to get it to fit right and to be like centered and everything, but it's way better than the base game, I'd say. Of course, make backups of your... Are you seeing this? What's going on? No, don't come up here. No, stop. Stop it. Get off of me. Get off of me. Now, it's loading really long right now. I think I can fix that. I believe I can fix that and optimize it. Because I have before. So. But there are crazy fields on this map. Now, I don't remember what the load times were for row crop. But we'll have a little look-see. As of right now, though, worst case scenario, if I can't fix it, then a lot of the terracing will have to be removed. So She's leaving the stupid ass up. Oh, we don't have lines on the roads either. That's what I was gonna work on tonight. Here's the map. We change our settings here. Oh my god, $2 treat for the goodest of boys. Let him up. It's a girl. So here's Bodensteiner's. This is based out of Elkader, my Northeast Iowa homies. Bodensteiner implement where my uncle gets his stuff from, all his parts, basically. But this is not in Farmersburg. It's actually 10 minutes that way. 10 minutes that way to Elkader. But obviously there's no there's no vehicles out front or anything. This is just, I've just put it in, a lot of this, what you're going to see is a lot of it's just like, all of it's just put in place. No decorating has occurred. I haven't imported any decorations pretty much. It's been all houses and, but all of these fields are painted exactly how they are in real life. I was focused on it very hard to get it as accurate as possible. There's these curbs here. I don't really like the curbs right now in their current state, so I don't know if I'll remove them or not. But here, we'll come in from the starting farm, which is down that way. We'll drive this way. Do you have a PDA? I don't have a PDA ready for it yet. No. But yeah, this is coming into Farmersburg from the north, from Monona. So Monona's up that way. And then I don't know if I'm going to use that as my sell point at the moment. I don't really like it. It's okay. I think I can do better though. But a lot of these are custom buildings from BLR. I paid him to make a shit ton of buildings for the town that I didn't have time to build because I was building the map. So worked out really nicely. And this is going to be the animal sell point, buy point right here. So in town, in reality, this is actually what it looks like in real life. Like this building is real. And I think like the trucks are often like kind of partially on the road. At least it's kind of, there might be a little bit more space here for a long truck. And trailer, I don't know. We should actually try it right now. Let's get. I haven't parked a animal trailer out front here before, so. Which truck should I get? What's this? Which one have I not used? Oh baby. I am so behind on truck releases and whatnot, and my mods. My mod folder in general is very outdated. Yeah, there we go. Big ass wheels. Please don't fall into the creek behind this field. Hate how different vehicles are louder than. Oh, it's like there's no consistency. But I do love this truck, so. Well, coming from Tony's town, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's not Tony's town, my grandma's town. How dare you? My grandma owns that place. God, you just gotta tease Elkader at us, don't you? Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh yeah, it fits perfectly. Who am I kidding? So yeah, you'll just back up here. I may make the trigger big enough where you can back up to any one of them. think that's not a bad idea. Or make maybe different animals come out of different loading chutes. So I don't think I have collisions on anything at the moment, but oh, I was worried about that. I need to be worried about that at all. Damn, that's actually sick. Bruh. Bruh. I think that's screenshotable. Maybe like no, from this angle, maybe from this angle, like that. Gorgeous. I love this. Yeah. So like all these buildings, these new buildings, I'm gonna be adding decorations and whatnot to them, lights, all that stuff. So it's not gonna just be a plain building, but yeah. So yeah, there's like an old shed here. Entering town. None of these you can enter. I wasn't worried about that. I'm not gonna be worried about that. Giants doesn't worry about that in their maps. So I'm gonna worry about that on the farms instead of like having to animate every door in the game. You know, these are just gonna be static decorative objects, but they can be used on different maps as well. So I can build another map and use the same stuff for decoration if I want. So. This is downtown Farmersburg again. This is actually the last thing I was working on. This one, the normals got a little screwed up on this building because I think they share a name with another building on the map. This one is gonna have an interior though. I'm still working on it. Obviously, you can see there's a little bit of an issue here. I was mainly using this as a placeholder before I went in and added real doors and everything to it and with real windows and make it so you can drive into it. Bringing us Irwin, Iowa. Yes. Jesus? Distracting BLR from bringing us I built the DEM for Irwin. That map is fucking sick. Go check that out. And follow BLR because he did an insane amount of work on these buildings. Like I think there's like 17, maybe 19 now actually. He's built some more. The 19 buildings for this map. I paid him for all of that. I paid him good money for that, But Irwin has like new elevators. Like it has elevators that I haven't seen in game. Like they look kind of like that. There's like 2 new elevators that kind of look like LJRs, but they look really sweet. One's a feed mill and one's I forget the other one. It looks a lot like that. They're like rusty old elevators, kind of like these buildings. If I'm not mistaken, like BLR worked on doing modeling for train sets, like CAD or whatever, like when you 3D print them and shit. So that's kind of where he picked up this skill. Out of curiosity, how hard would it be to have where after you buy animals at the stockyard, it takes some time, and during that portion, you have an animation where animals go through the chutes? That's a good question. I have no clue. I really don't have any clue how that would work. That might be out of my wheelhouse, honestly. Yeah, the town goes up that way. I've been leveling off a lot of these buildings so that like the ground is flush. But yeah, no decorations, no nothing as of yet. No street poles, no power lines down this street. There's power lines going up that street. But I think a few adjustments need to be made over here. Hotel 1992, 102 South Main. There's this old standard oil gas station. I might need to fix that up a little bit. There's the bank, Farmersburg. Got some texture issues. A lot of these have like minor texture issues that I need to fix. It's because like all the materials are like sharing the same name. JR's Bar and Grill. Hell yeah, brother. And there's like a little apartment. Creepy little shop, maybe. There's a grocery store, a little grocery store. This is the library. Farmersburg Public Library. You can see it's floating. I haven't gotten the ground flush against these buildings yet. There's the post office, the Farmersburg post office. There's Farmersburg Motorsport. There's the fire. Now, people have asked me whether I'm going to make this have an interior. I think I might, because people are just obsessed with the fire stations. So, and then I think that's pretty much it for the town. I mean, you can see it from above. That's it right now. It looks so sweet. My neighbor gets his Massey and Echo tractors worked on at Robinson's implement. Part of the reason why I helped BLR with that map was not only because he helped me, but because I know Lane Robinson. I was friends with Lane Robinson in college. So I know the Robinsons. Been to that dealership a couple times. But he knows me as well, I think. Unless he's forgotten. No, I actually got a private message from him from a while back. And then I have two friends who farm in that area. My two roommates in college, actually, throughout the entirety of college. So Erwin has a very close connection to me. Didn't Oxen David make it so cows have animation of getting milk? He did. I know how to do that. But loading animals into a trailer, that's not something I know. The biggest field size? Jesus Christ. Make the fire station have an interior on a volunteer. Yeah, I think so. I'll be doing that. These are the fields. Where did you go to college at? I went to Iowa State. So Lane and I, my two friends, Brock Darling and Greg Sporer, were friends with Lane, and that's where I met Lane Robinson. Good guys, all of them, very good guys. All the creeks have, all the little creeks running through the fields have a water plane and carved out. What time is it? 5:24. Okay, I got time. So this is like every place where there's a little creek running through there is water, physical water instead of like painted. Oh, all of these, and I think it's I was thinking about making it flood in certain areas, but yeah, this little gravel road I haven't painted yet. But biggest field, damn, there's a ton of fields. I don't even know. So the farm from Farmersburg, the original Farmersburg, hell yeah, Cyclone baby. So the original Farmersburg farm is right here. And you can see where the three bins are. This is where that shed is. I don't have any of the buildings in yet, but I have the barn now, and I have the house and a couple sheds. And then the freestall, I'm gonna bottle up on my own. But then the slurry pit is like right here. I think you can, yeah, you kind of see the outer edge of it right here. This is the outer edge of the slurry pit. Doesn't really show up as well. But that's because it's like above ground. It's not. I don't think it's really built down. Well, maybe it is built down. Anyways, and then this is where you cross the creek over here. That's a little creek. Then I just kind of accidentally painted over it here, but I looked and he owns all these fields down here. This farm owns them, and then I think they own this field up here to a certain extent. I don't know where it ends. We can see there's a lot of terraces. All these grasses, we were just painting, or we were just mowing grass terraces. These grass terraces, you can work with AI on all of them. So you could just set the AI, because there's field dimensions on them. Cyclones are the best out of Iowa. Hell yeah. But yeah, bunch of terraces. You can even see where in some spots you can, where you would drive between, I think right here. Between them. Yeah, I love this. This is very different from like the northeastern part of the map too. Yeah. Lots and lots of these. Tons of these. That's why it takes forever to load in, honestly. And then you go over here. God, this map is sick. Toot my own horn a little bit. toot my horn a little bit, but this is the best DEM I've ever had. One of my maps. Then down here's how do you get to the main road, the main highway, and then you turn to go into town. Here, and you drive around this corner, and then there's a beef barn or beef farm. I think an old dairy farm, possibly right here. And there's gonna be grain bins up here on this hillside. So this is a bunch of grain bins. It's actually like I think an old dairy farm across the road here. The grain bins are over here, and then the farm is over here. I think I need to go back and look at the ownership. But there used to be an old bank barn here, and yeah, it's a cool little farm on this hillside with a bunch of sheds leading up to the top of the hillside. I think that's sick. Love farms like that where they're multi-leveled like that. Yeah, and then the bins are up there, and then just a bunch of junk on this farm. I don't think I'll have. I think I'll have just like a larger kind of like grain bin setup here. Really, because my other cousin just graduated and is going there after Farnsworth. Can we start? I need more head. Your mom gave me more head. No, after farmers work, we're doing I think we're gonna do either Klossner, one of the farms that, or one of the maps where I have the farm built. So Darlington, I have the main farm built. Marksville 4X, I have the main farm, the large dairy built. Klossner, I have the beef farm. That's what we're doing next, and those are easy maps. They won't take me nearly as long as this one. But I'm gonna need that after this, like, you know, something relaxing to work on for once. But yeah, these fields are a blast. There's a little beef farm over here, little beef operation. Looks like some of the field dimensions got screwed up over here a bit. Get more water, yeah. And then the area that I've actually decorated. I don't know why I chose this area to decorate so much, but oh yeah, these reservoirs, I need to dig down a little bit. They're supposed to be deeper, a lot deeper than like these puddles, obviously. But this area is really pretty down here. I really like this area. The water kind of snakes through and floods here. Yeah. Goes all the way, all the way, all the way back here. This is such a huge water, or not huge, long creek. Over here. And then it kind of starts at, like, off the map. Western Iowa's goated. Northwest Iowa goated. Northeast Iowa goated. All the way down here. And then this, God, this is, seriously, it takes forever to, this is a huge map. It feels huge, you know. Some 4Xs don't feel huge, I guess, but this one is gigantic. The town is way bigger than Stitzer, that's for sure, and way more detailed. This is, or going to be way more detailed than Stitzer. And then that creek meets right here. Right here. Can't even tell it goes into the other creek. That's how close I got it. I don't even see a seam. Maybe there's a seam somewhere? No? I see. No? Seamless. I don't have the border enabled either. There's a border to this map. It's invisible right now. I had to, because I kept accidentally clicking on it. Pissed me off. And then, yeah, this goes back side of the town here. Delete that bridge over here. kind of winds its way back here. I don't know what this is. What's going on over here? There's something over here. Little blank. And that meets up with, it goes past the road, obviously. It meets up down here with this creek. I don't think there's a seam on that one either. They both blend in really nicely. Yeah, I'm very, 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 very happy with the creeks, how they wound up. Everything came out really nicely. So I'm excited to start getting to building the farms now, and then I got to figure out how to decorate all these empty grass spaces. Honestly, I wonder where this road goes to. I wonder if there's a field I missed down here. Maybe this is like a hay field down here. Kind of looks like it. Little hay field back here. That's cool. This little, you see this little road right here? There's a road right here. There's also a cemetery. Yeah, here it is. This is where the cemetery is. Up here. But the road was off the map, so I kind of got to curve it down. But you'd take a left-hand turn up here, up this hill. And this is where one of the cemeteries, I think the only cemetery, I believe, is up here. Then I don't know what this blank area is. I really don't. This is one of those maps where I don't know what the hell is going on. Everywhere. Guys arguing over between Western Iowa and Northeast Iowa here? We all know Northeast is better. I'm sure they're both very similar. There's some field dimensions that are a little screwy over here. I think I went through and fixed some of these terraces I went through and added, so that's why they look screwy right now. After the fact. Yeah, there's a really cool little farm here, with a pond. And then there's another one up here. It's very similar. Yeah, this one has a little lane going down to it. And then there's a huge dairy that's off the map that I'm going to bring into the map over there. If you guys played Farmersburg 1X from 19, you'll remember, I think, the farm that sat here. There was a farm that sat up here that was directly above the main farm. Main farm's down there. So it was all the way up here. And this was an old dairy farm as well, right here. Which I still don't have reference images for, so I have no idea how I'm going to build it. Then go back to the main farm. You voluntold me? Building out all of Nebraska? Jesus Christ. I just got to Iowa. I've been on Wisconsin for the past like 4 years. You guys want me to move on to Nebraska already? I know, puppy dog. I'm almost done. And then so the main farm's right here. You guys may remember down the road in FS19, there was a farm right here. It's a beef farm. And that will also get built out. Obviously, because it's here. But it'll actually look like it in real life. And, you know, actually now we actually have ditches instead of everything being flat. For the most part. The field's actually like, don't mind the field edge here. That's just the wrong texture. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, look at it. What do you guys think? I really love the ditches and the field entrances. Reminds me of Medicine Creek a little bit. But yeah, I have a lot of work to do over the next 2 weeks. It's a ton of work. Get this ready for testing. Honestly, for the first round of testing, I just want to I want people to find where the field edges are dropping off a cliff or hitting trees and stuff like that. That's what I'm worried about. Because I can't. Although I've tried my best to find everything, I couldn't. You know, there's definitely a possibility I haven't found everything. Yeah, and there's 2 farms here, one there, one there. They look like they're almost hobby farms. Farm up there. That's gonna be a grain farm right here. There's like a farm in the back of the map that I don't think I'm gonna build. Yeah. The road goes. Yeah. Any hoozle. Love the map already. Hey, I appreciate that. It's got a lot of work polishing that it needs. So, but the terrain, the fields, they all already look really sick. Like, can you imagine being up here and seeing the town down there? I think that's cool. I think that's pretty sick. That's just me. If I can adjust the LODs on all the houses, being able to see the whole town from up here, kind of sick. There's definitely going to be several fields that are my favorites on this map. I just don't know which. Very hard to choose a single one. I love all the fields along the road up here. I really love the terraced fields. Some fields I don't even know how you get back to. I have to go look that up. Like, look at this field. This one's crazy. This might be one of those fields that I actually need to split in half, because this is a little much. I mean, look at this. Look at this field. You think I was thinking when I made this field? No, I was not. But this is how it is in real life. Where is it? I want to see this field. I'm not going to have the PDA, but I want to see it. Why are you saving? I don't need you to save. Oh, it's this one, right? Oh, 69. Oh, nice. Of course, this one's 69. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Those are all the fields. Oop. But this map is not this is the Cortland map background. No, some of these fields will be eliminated. I mean, these little edge of the map fields need to be taken out, and maybe down here as well. Fields that you're never gonna use and never gonna get to. But yeah, there's these little contour fields. Crazy, 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 crazy. I'm excited. All right, well, boys, time for me to get back to work. I think mainly I just want to finish up what I can of the town so I can start working on the main farm. Because I know I'm going to get bored of the town pretty soon here. Then I'm going to come back to it later, and yeah, so I'll figure it out. Any hoozle. Appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out, watching some Autumn Oaks with me. Playing with me. I was playing, you guys were watching. Probably going to go in and put power lines and street lights and everything for the town and finish leveling off the houses, like underneath the houses and everything. Then maybe I think I'd definitely add some decorations for the downtown area, but that'll pretty much be it. All right. Cool. I think I'm going to remove this curb too, because I don't like it. Curbs didn't come out right. They don't look right. Maybe because the road is a little curved, but I don't know. Or I'll like use the placeable curbs or something like that and just use like a spline. That. Any hoozle, sorry, I'm getting quiet now. That's because I'm tired. Are you gonna have to go tuck in Rogue? Oh yeah, I gotta go tuck him in. He's going to sleepy beddy time, so I gotta give him a little tuck. Okay. You going back to Sugan? What's Sugan? Please tell me. Surely this can't be a bait. Surely you're not baiting me with this one. All right. Appreciate it, folks. I got a lot of work to do. I promised myself I would spend 5 hours a day working on Farmersburg. And I go to bed at 12 tonight. At 6 o'clock. So that gives me 6 hours to work on this. So, gives me 1 hour to do all the things I need to do before that. So, I'm going to head out. But we need a song. Need a classic. Classic. Honestly, we mentioned this song earlier, so why don't we play it? All right, folks. I will see you next time. I don't know when I'm going to stream again. It can't be tomorrow. Probably next week. I'll see you later. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you, K Swaggers, for the donations. You're a peach. Love you. But like not, you know what I mean?